One of the most recommended things to see in Australia is the penguin parade. When I booked our tickets for the parade, all I knew was that it involved little penguins, which I assumed was a reference to penguin babies. But when we got on the Great Sights tour bus in Melbourne, our driver guide told us that little penguins were actually a rare species of the world's smallest penguins, and Phillip Island in the state of Victoria was one of the few places in the world where they could be found. The 90-minute drive from Melbourne to Phillip Island was through a very scenic route. Our guide pointed out interesting sights along the way and entertained us with stories about the region. Our first major stop on reaching Phillip Island was the Nobbies, a magnificent outcrop on the southwestern tip of the island, overlooking the Bass Strait. You can walk along the timber boardwalks at the Nobbies and enjoy spectacular views of the island's stunning coastline. The lovely gardens at the Nobbies attract wild birds and serve as nesting areas for seabirds. We spotted several natural as well as man-made nests for little penguins. Some even had chicks in them. 1.5 kilometers offshore from the Nobbies are the Seal Rocks, home to Australia's largest colony of fur seals. Even in summer, it gets quite chilly at the Nobbies due to the cool wind. Just watch my hair doing its wild dance. Anyway, if it gets too windy, you can always zip into the cafe at the Nobbies Centre for a hot drink. From the Nobbies, we moved on to the Phillip Island Nature Park for witnessing the penguin parade. The penguins were estimated to arrive around 7:45 p.m. that day. We had more than an hour to spare, which we spent checking out the displays, enjoying a meal at their restaurant, and exploring the nature park. We then proceeded to the main penguin viewing area about half an hour before the parade. It had tiered seating with an elevated view of the shore. While we waited for the parade, a ranger explained that little penguins, also called fairy penguins, are about a foot tall and weigh around 1.5 kgs. They spend all day at sea catching fish and squids. At sunset, these penguins return to land, and that is when the parade begins. The penguin parade is a unique natural phenomenon. At sunset, batch after batch of little penguins emerge from the sea. They tumble from the waves, waddle across the beach and past the viewing stands, slowly making their way back to their burrows on the land. Photography and filming is not permitted at the parade. Penguins have sensitive eyes and a sudden flash can frighten them. Even without any filming going on, we saw a line of penguins get startled, turn and rush back to the safety of the sea. You can, however, freely download and share photos from the park's online gallery. All the parade photographs in this video are from the gallery. You can also see a video of the parade at the link above. After watching from the stands, we walked on the elevated boardwalks and watched the penguins waddle underneath to their burrows, where the chicks were eagerly waiting for them. The parent little penguins, both male and female, eat more than they need at sea and then regurgitate the extra food into their babies' mouths on their return. All in all, the little penguin parade at Phillip Island was a magical experience, something that I'll cherish forever.